I'm really excited and happy because it became a little toxic. For me, I haven't really watched in a couple of years. Like, I may watch a scene or two if I know something is going on that I want to see. Like, if I'm on there, I do want to see how they're going to cut and paste if I do an appearance. But other than that, I don't really watch because it's just too much. It's just too much negativity.
There has never been anyone who has been more vocal in her support than her brother Marcus Minifield, but Melody Sherry has always had a strong support system with her. Marcus has demonstrated over the course of his life that he is not afraid to speak out against those who have wronged his sister, particularly those who have had a negative impact on her personality. Their connection is strong, and he has never been reluctant to come through for Melody in times when she has required his assistance the most. Marcus is finally breaking his silence after remaining silent for such a long time, and the revelations that he has just made have left his fans in a state of shock. However, things have now taken a turn for the better. This time, there is no turning back from the fact that he is calling out Destiny Payton, those individuals who were following Love and Marriage Huntsville from the beginning. The history of Destiny and Melody is not a secret. The two went from being close friends to bitter enemies over the course of years, during which time tension and shady moments of their relationship built up. When it came to the messy divorce that occurred between Melody and Martell Holt, Destiny has been accused of being disloyal, stirring up drama, and even playing between the two sides. Marcus, however, has had enough of whatever it was that she believed she was able to get away with, and he is now asking for everything that she has to offer. Melody was allowed to handle her own conflicts for a considerable amount of time while Marcus remained silent. He watched as Destiny went from being one of Melody's closest friends to someone who constantly stirred the pot. He was a witness to this remarkable transformation. Marcus was able to see what was actually going on. Even though Melody was making an effort to maintain a civil and respectful atmosphere, the concept of Destiny was not merely a distant concept, she was playing both sides. It took some time for Melody and Destiny to develop a relationship that was rich in tension. They had a strong connection with Melody at one point, and they even assisted Destiny during her own divorce. However, as soon as Melody's marriage to Martell Holt broke down, things began to change between them. Destiny was even able to receive assistance from them. Because Destiny maintained close relationships with Martell rather than supporting Melody, people began to question the extent to which she was truly loyal to Melody. Marcus was aware of everything that occurred, including the remarks that the little Diggs would make whenever Melody was absent, as well as the manner in which she appeared to get involved in a drama that had nothing to do with her. As if that weren't bad enough, there were also claims that Destiny had been talking about Melody behind her back, pretending to be the victim while stirring up more drama in the group. These rumors were circulating behind the scenes due to the fact that Destiny had been feeding information to Martell, which made it more difficult for Melody to move on from the chaos that was caused by their divorce. It was a source of frustration for Marcus, as he had witnessed Melody repeatedly extending grace to Destiny, only for Destiny to then turn around and show her disapproval. Destiny continued to find ways to poke fun at Melody, even after she began to withdraw from the friendship. She did this by conducting interviews on social media or by having conversations with the other cast members. Marcus was able to maintain his composure for as long as he could, but the final straw had been pulled against him. What happened was that Marcus let loose, and let me tell you, Destiny was not prepared for what was going to happen next. Destiny had crossed the line an excessive number of times, and now Marcus was no longer holding back. When Marcus finally broke his silence, he didn't hold back anything he had to say. He had been silent for an excessive amount of time. He called Destiny out for the way she had treated Melody, exposing her as a fake friend and someone who had been working against Melody rather than supporting her. He also called Destiny out for the way she had treated Melody personally. He made it abundantly clear that he had been paying attention and that he was no longer present for the games. His words were not just a result of anger. Rather, they were the culmination of years of experiences that had been bottled up inside of him. Marcus did more than just talk about the past. He also made it clear to everyone that Destiny's actions were consistent with a consistent pattern. He mentioned how she always pretended to be the victim whenever she was called out, how she manipulated the story in order to make herself appear innocent, and how she had a history of causing drama only to act as if she had no idea what was going on when it all blows up. Destiny had been the target of side eyes from members of the Love and Marriage Huntsville circle for some time, but Marcus's declaration of it aloud made it feel even more genuine. Melody was not the only person he was speaking for. He was speaking for everyone who had witnessed Destiny's behavior but had chosen to remain silent. Destiny tried to clap back, but the damage was already done. Marcus had pulled the curtain back, and now there was no hiding from the truth. But here's the thing. This wasn't just about Destiny. Marcus's words revealed something much deeper about Melody's journey and the battle she's been fighting behind closed doors. Over the course of many years, Melody has been dealing with betrayal, not only from Martell, but also from individuals whom she had previously considered to be her family and friends. The divorce was already a painful experience, but the situation was made even more difficult by the way certain people in her life behaved against her. When all Melody wanted was peace, however, people like Destiny chose to take Martell's side or to continue stirring up drama. In an environment that appeared to be intent on destroying her, she has been forced to start over, navigate the challenges of being a single mother, manage multiple businesses, and maintain her peace of mind. In addition to checking on Destiny, Marcus's intervention served the purpose of bringing to everyone's attention the fact that Melody is not going through this alone. Destiny's manipulation of situations, spreading of rumors, and playing the victim was the final straw for him, as he has always been her protector. Not only did this moment serve as a wake-up call for Destiny, but it also served as a wake-up call specifically for anyone who believed they could continue to undermine Melody without facing any consequences. In addition, let's be honest, this is not just a storyline from a reality television show, rather it is a reflection of what occurs when successful women attempt to escape from harmful circumstances. Melody made the decision to act according to her own principles, and by doing so, she exposed those individuals who had never been truly on her side to begin with. The fact that Marcus spoke out brought to light how exhausting it has been for her to constantly have to defend herself, while those who hurt her pretend to be the victims during the situation. This was a defining moment. Marcus was not merely venting his frustrations, rather he was establishing a boundary between himself and the situation. His statement made it abundantly clear that Melody is no longer fighting this battle by herself. For Destiny, this was not simply about being exposed, rather it was about losing any credibility she had left. Immediately following Marcus's explosive run, the fallout was immediate. Fans were already giving Destiny the side eye, but now the internet was on fire about it. The viewers of Love and Marriage Huntsville took to social media in droves to criticize Destiny for her behavior and to question the premise upon which she was still appearing on the show. Someone made a comment that said, "Someone had to say it. Destiny has been shady for such a long time, and it is approximately time that Marcus called her out on her behavior." She was under the impression that she could continue to play both sides so that she could never be caught. According to the words of another individual, Destiny has been the queen of deflection. When she is confronted, she always does the opposite of what is expected of her and acts as the victim. It is impossible for her to continue to get away with it. She was always playing the victim when things didn't go her way and deflecting when confronted, which was something that a lot of people pointed out. She had been messy for a while. There were already some members of the cast who had distanced themselves from her, and after this, it appeared as though there was no further possibility of reconciliation. When it comes to Destiny's reaction, she initially attempted to fight back by posting vague posts on social media in an effort to make it appear as though she was the one who was actually the victim of all of this. However, the damage had already been done. The more she attempted to spin the narrative, the more it appeared to be that it was getting worse. And when the fans did not buy it, she began to go silent. What does this imply for her future on Love and Marriage Huntsville? That is the most important question at this point of time, because let's face it, if she was already on the verge of falling off the cliff, Marcus just shattered whatever of it left. When it comes to Melody, where does this leave her? There is one thing that we are certain of, and that is that she always comes back from the ashes, but it is possible that things will never be the same again after this happens. Melody has been acting in a different manner ever since Marcus's explosive takedown of Destiny. Even though she has never been the type to dwell on complaints, that does not mean that she is not paying attention to what is going on around her. The fact that some individuals were never truly on her side is something that she had suspected for some time, and this situation has brought that suspicion to fruition. Melody has always been the one who has stood strong and fought her battles alone, but now she sees that her brother has been keep his frustration bottled up for a long time. According to sources close to Melody, she is not surprised by how Destiny has acted, but Marcus's intervention has made her realize just how much this situation has affected those who are closest to her. This moment demonstrated that Marcus has been watching everything unfold and waiting for the appropriate time to speak out. Marcus has always been protective, but this moment demonstrated that he has been vigilant. It is not reasonable to anticipate that Melody will engage in any kind of back and forth when it comes to her next move. It is possible that this circumstance has only served to motivate her to concentrate on herself and the businesses that she owns. Her empire has been expanding, and she has been making moves that do not involve the drama of Love and Marriage Huntsville. She has been expanding her skincare line, and she has also been doing business in real estate. It is even possible that some fans are wondering whether or not this circumstance will cause her to withdraw from the show entirely. After all, Melody has made it abundantly clear that she is not here for any unnecessary toxicity. However, the question remains, will she respond? The most important question is this: Melody is not the type of person to let things go, but she is also experienced in knowing when to leave a situation. Whatever it is that she does say, it will most likely be on her own terms and in a manner that does not leave any room for misunderstanding. She will not allow this circumstance to bring her down. If anything, it is just another reminder of the reasons why she had to cut certain people off in the first place. This is one thing that is certain, but is this really the end of Destiny's time on the show, or is there more drama waiting to unfold? One thing is certain: Destiny has just received a reality check, and Marcus made sure that this happened. Fans have been criticizing Destiny for being messy, stirring up drama, and constantly playing the victim. Let's be honest, Destiny's reputation was already in a precarious state before Marcus made his own statement. Even if she makes an effort to defend herself, the damage has already been done. However, after this, it appears that Destiny is rapidly becoming irrelevant, considering that the fans have grown tired of it and the cast has moved on with their lives. The question is, what do you all think? Should Marcus have been able to call Destiny out on her behavior? Have you come to the conclusion that this is the final nail in the coffin for Destiny, or do you believe that she will find a way to spin the situation? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on the most recent celebrity tea, and let's talk about it in the comments section.